What's going on? This is the Geek Protagonist. I decided to take some of these extras that were sitting out and put them in Toad as well. I don't know if I'm going to get through all of them in this one shot, but this will definitely, it kind of helped keep them all in line. So, I have an empty Toad there. If I can use all the other ones, I think I'm going to permanently keep one here where if I get stuff, I'm just going to stick it in there. And then eventually when I do feel like doing another unboxing, I have so many, by the time you get to this could be a year or two from now. Because the way I do them, I usually try to drop once like a week. Even though I shoot these quite a few at a time. Also, I do it that way just in case I do have a gift or something. So we're going to start with Goodwill books. That way people don't even know, if just in case they decide to actually watch one. So I finally got one of these. It was really cheap. I was like, well, I guess I got to start getting these. I know a place that actually sells these for a pretty good price, but they're not going to sell it for the price I got from Goodwill. The Last Kids on Earth and the Zombie Parade. I don't know what volume this is yet. I've been interested in this. I actually was interested before they had a show. And I got to see where this is so I can start getting the series if I like this. But so far, it seems like I will. It's like kids doing that. So that was a nice find. This was a nice find of Beauty and the Beast. I guess, soft cover. I guess this is supposed to be like the movie, like a retelling of the movie. I'm going to check it out. And then from there, I'm going to see exactly what it is. I think that's what it is. I'm probably going to end up giving this to my niece for a present. When I saw it, that's what it is. But I at least want to read it first. So I don't have any of these books, but now I do. Soon to be a major motion picture. Maze Runner, The Scorch Trials. Let's just call it The Scorch Trials. The Mockingjay. Hunger Games. Now the funny thing is, I didn't even know about the final. This is now it says the final book of the Hunger Games. When I originally read this back in school, they said pick a book. I wanted a book that was like what's the name in the maze from the Greek thing. So when I seen this, I actually did not know this was a part of a series of books. So I actually read the Mockingjay. Didn't know until I saw things saying Mockingjay. I'm like, wait a minute, I read that. So read it out of order. I will eventually have pretty much every Stephen King book ever when I have the plan. But this was there. A little beat up on the cover. But it's Stephen King, Mr. Mercedes. I have no idea what this is. Never heard of it. And here's what's funny about me and Stephen King. I can talk to you about Stephen King's universe. I actually used to work with this guy who always read Stephen King books. So we would start talking about it. And one day he was like, yeah, man, did you read them? I was like, actually, I've read like 3 books. But I'm a huge fan of Stephen King. I'm a huge fan of his writing style, the Fatavia, his world. He was like, dude, you literally talk like as if you know the books. And you've only seen the movies? Yeah, I said, but then I know what happens in the books because I will check out the stories to the books. So I'm going to actually own as many Stephen King books as I can one day. Uh, let's see. This was a interesting find. Angel Lyria from Angel series. It was just there. I was like, comic book, Angel, why not? And I have heard of this book. Which I have to go back there. Actually, I gotta go do some comic book shopping on the weekend, so I might actually stop at Goodwill just to see if they got any more books. I try to find the Stephen King books, but I actually have heard of this one, The Dark Half. This is one of the times he was a lot younger. Uh, but yeah, I heard of this one before, so read it. Maybe I'll review it when I get around to reading it. I have so many things to read, which is a good problem. Now, this is for my baby niece, and I didn't get these from Goodwill. I kind of stuck them in there, but this is Frozen, Magic Hearts of Zones. This is for stuff for her in the future. That's for my one niece. This is for my baby niece. Let's learn about dogs. Sesame Street. Right now, she's a baby. Baby looks a little adorable thing. Can't wait to meet her face to face. So adorable. Children's classic, Oliver Twist, Charles Dickens. Now, this one's for me because I got to read Oliver Twist once like a while ago, and I realized I did not have them. So other titles in this series: Gulliver's Travels, Peter Pan, Railway Children, Tom Sawyer, and Treasure Island. I actually have Peter Pan, Tom Sawyer, Treasure Island, and Gulliver's Travels. I do not have Railway Children, and I don't know if this is the whole book. I'm going to assume that it is. Either way, it's going to my collection. Found this. Not going to have a problem with it. Star Trek: The Next Generation, Dark Mirror, The Ultimate Serials. I actually have some of the comic books to this. So this is really cool. This is my maybe first or second Star Trek book ever. I just happened to see it there. I was like, oh yeah. This is The Curse of Maleficent, A Tale of Sleeping Beauty. So from what I understand, this is like the Maleficent movie. Talking about it from that point of view. And Disney is like a little bit Disney, but it's definitely Disney because that's at the top. I was like, cool, this is a book for me. I actually want to read their villains books. So yeah, I like to read a lot of stuff. I found Catching Fire. I actually think I already got the Hunger Games. So now I have that. And this is Star Wars Aliens, A Tale from a Galaxy Far, Far Away, Volume 1. I don't know exactly Star Wars The Force of the World, so I'll read this to you because I actually don't know. I just saw Star Wars, so I grabbed it. The worlds of Star Wars are full. Countless alien species, each stranger and more fascinating than the last. Here you'll find 6 stories about just some of the amazing aliens who appear in the smash hit movie Star Wars The Force Awakens. I love The Force Awakens. Featuring a dashing tale of piracy and double crosses, the story of a wise Jakku constable and an unfortunate droid in a mystery that can be solved only by the gruff cook and Maz Katana's castle. This collection will bring thrills and chills as it takes you deep into the corners of your favorite galaxy far, far away. I need to drink some water. Drying up here as I'm talking. So far, all books. All right. Let's see what's next. This too is a Goodwill pile. Feels like it's all books. Decided to, book up. So, Confessions of Al Capone. I want to read this, but I have a friend who would be really into this, and the funny part is, I don't get to talk to him as much anymore. We just can't seem to catch each other and stuff, so this probably will stay with me until I catch him again, which I don't know. It was also, well, I was originally, well, the story is basically I was friends with the couple, they broke up, and we were cool too, but now we don't talk as much. Now, I talked to my one friend about this with Charles Dickens because I said I wanted to get into more Charles Dickens. So she told me specifically, as well as another person told me a while ago, I need to read A Tale of Two Cities. I know about A Tale of Two Cities. I've actually never read about A Tale of Two Cities. Dickens' success in evoking the terror of the mob in A Tale of Two Cities, it is what most readers remember long after they have forgotten Lucy, Darnay, and the rest. Lies in the transferring those real and imagined terrors of childhood, of which he is the fictional master to the adult world in the stage history, from the introduction by Gillian Darcy Wood. Wow, Gillian Darcy Wood. Barnes and Noble Classics. So I found this here, and I talked to my friend who's a history buff. She's actually a history teacher. She was like, "You have to read. You've never read that?" I was like, "I know about it. I think I watched a thing on it, but I never actually read it." And I wanted to get a little bit more in Charles Dickens. Now, this is for my friend, but I am going to try to see if I can read it. The Curse of the Romanovs. The one who told me about Charles Dickens is the history buff. The Blood of the Tsars link the past and the future. I think she would like this. It's kind of funny. I don't know why. I just feel like she would like it with the Tsars and stuff. So that's why I got this. But this is, like I said, for her. Look at them books piling up. Let me see if I can move that from the camera face. And we got a package. I have a way of reading things where I read them and touch them periodically. I'm trying to have it where I think I'm going to start doing a no matter what. I have so many books piled up and so many reviews I want to do. I think I'm going to start doing a thing where I'm going to read a book every 2 weeks, but if it's a thicker book, like something like Catching Fire here, for example, I'm going to do it where I'm going to try to finish it within a month. Usually I read single issue comic books, and trust me, I have so many books I've already read to review, you won't even notice it, but I'll notice it. So I'm going to give myself a month to read a novel and give myself a week or 2 weeks to read a comic. But I have the sequel to Castaway to in Dimension Z 2, hardcover from the same place. Best Captain America stories around. And I think I'm going to stop here because I need to get some water. So, where's the big bag? All right. Castaway to Dimension Z. Susan Collins, Catching Fire. I think I got the one a while back, actually. Star Trek The Dark Mirror novel. See, I read novels too, baby. Gotta read, feed your mind. For the baby dogs. Actually, let me separate that. Put that up here for now. For the little one, Frozen, Magic Hearts, Corazones, Magizos. She was just like that. Lyra from Angel Haunted. Stephen King, Mr. Mercedes. Don't know much about it, but I will. The Mockingjay. Star Wars Aliens. Stories from The Force Awakens, which is one of my favorite Star Wars movies. I don't care what you say. You're wrong if you say otherwise to me. And if you want to see what I really thought of the movie and stuff, go watch my reviews. I actually reviewed everything of Star Wars. Every movie that I found to be canon, even ones they said wasn't canon, but was. And you might learn something too. Like about the Ewoks and why when people say that's not how the Force works, that's actually a dumb statement. Because just watch the Ewoks, and that was canon for a while. I don't know if it's still canon with Disney, but it was canon. So when you hear someone say, hey, that's not how the Force works, tell them to go watch the two Ewok movies and see how the Force works. Curse of the Romanovs. I'll separate that because that's going to go to my friend. Charles Dickens' Tales of Two Cities, a classic. All right, that got filled enough. The Confessions of Al Capone. I might read this myself, and then if my friend ever comes back around, we'll see. Might pass it along to him. Maleficent. Very curious on how that book's going to pan out. Charles Dickens' Oliver Twist. Dark Half with Stephen King. Scorch Trials. I think I actually recently got Maze Runner. The cover's a little jacked up. This one's actually in a really good condition. Beauty and the Beast. That's also going to go to her. I am going to read. See, those ones I'm going to read separate, kind of on my own, because they're probably not going to get those until like Christmas. So, that's months away. So we should be good. Last Kids on Earth and the Zombie Parade. I'm very happy about that. I finally get to pick up a issue and not have to go, I'll get that later, and read it. So this is Geek Protagonist. You stay safe, you stay healthy, you stay real. And I'll see ya. Got another little box thing here. And then I got one more box over there. Try to get this out. And then I'll be able to move on. I have other stuff. But those I can kind of do in like little ones. But these big ones, I need to clear these totes. So.